Good day, YouTube. This is Jay Money with Following Ford Financial. Just a EV video here, EV article. Those of you that follow my channel know I talk a lot about EVs here. Demand and takeover talk are sending these stocks higher. As you can see, this is just a couple days ago on the 17th. Takeover activity is heating up. Major mining companies see value in the market. Long-term marginal demand for copper is being driven by EVs. I've talked about cobalt, lithium, not so much copper here. Difficult of developing new mines is leading to increased interest in buying operational mines. Supply and demand situations are positive for copper stocks. It's been an excellent September so far for copper mining stocks with Freeport, McMoran, FCX, First Quantum Minerals, there's the ticker. Ivanhoe Mines, there's the ticker. I'm assuming these 5-letter ones are over the counter. Hudbay Minerals, HBM, all rising despite a recent correction. The moves highlight the volatile nature of commodity stocks and some reasons why putting your money in copper mines is an attractive theme for investors. Some of these I might have to break down and do a separate video, but I just wanted to throw these out there. See who has these. If you have any of these, go ahead and list it in the comments, or if you have lithium or cobalt or copper or EV stocks, list that in the comments as well. Why copper mining stocks soared. The key factors behind the move come from near and long-term catalysts. These are all long-term holds for me, so investors need to keep an eye on the price of copper because rightly or wrongly, copper mining stocks tend to track it. Price of copper rose from $3.40 per pound at the start of the week to $3.56, so something to consider. Sector has seen a rise in proposed acquisitions recently, leading to who's next speculation. Underlining supply-demand balance remains favorable to support the investment thesis around the sector. These factors are interlinked. No company will launch a bid for another unless it believes the target has attractive assets. That's the thinking behind mining giant Rio Tinto's RIO. Recent agreement to acquire remaining 49% of shares it doesn't already own in Turquoise Hill, TRQ, at a 67% premium. The deal followed from BHP Group, $5.8 billion failed bid to buy Australian copper and nickel miner OZ Minerals in August for a 32% premium. Electric vehicles, renewable energy, electrification, mining permits, so got to keep all that in consideration. With some of these, all the permits and digging and all that good stuff. So significantly more copper is needed in renewable energy for collection, storage, and distribution networks. Trend towards electrification in the economy with industrial automation, smart buildings, wireless enabled devices, EV charging networks, and the like. Means that copper has a significant role to play in the green economy. Turning to the supply side, the increasing difficulty of acquiring mineral permits and potential political instability is crucial. Copper producing regions like South America, Chile, and Peru in particular, and Africa has suffered extensive strike actions in South Africa this year. Instead of going to increasingly costly moves to acquire and develop projects, it could make sense to pay the premium for smaller mining companies with assets. Moreover, it might make sense for the small miners to sell because of the mining assets they own. Shareholders in the smaller companies can receive investment from new owners, BHP, and others with deep pockets. So the potential targets. Stock as a takeover target makes little sense unless you are happy holding the stock, even if the bid doesn't come. Noted and fair to say, Freeport is attractive enough in its own right, still with a market cap of $46 billion. So Here's a look at their chart. FCX currently at 29.76. You can see it was up above 33 just about a couple weeks ago, almost a month. It dropped to about, we'll call it 28 and a quarter, ran back up. So these are going to be kind of volatile, so I don't give tax, legal, or trading advice. Anytime I look at these, it's a long-term hold or try to dollar cost average into them. So given the multi-million-dollar bids from Rio Tinto and BHP, it would suggest that Ivanhoe Mines' $8.5 billion market cap might also be in play. So is 26% owned by China's Cetic Metal, with China's Xinjiang Mining owning 13.7%. So a lot of stuff is in China, so unfortunately that makes it difficult as well. So Canada's First Quantum Minerals is interesting because it has a position pill defensive, and if any person or organization buys more than 20% of the shares at that point, existing shareholders would get the right to purchase additional stock at a substantial discount. Bids or no bids, the takeover activity is a sign of confidence in the industry, and that's good news in itself. So just wanted to turn this article out, and haven't really talked much about copper here on the channel, but there's a couple tickers. You can list your favorite. If you have any of those, go ahead and list that in the comments. Like I said, I might do a video later on and break some of these down a little bit further and see exactly what they're doing, price and everything, but just something to consider, especially when it comes to EVs. So EVs are popular, so, and if there's any EV stocks you want me to take a look at, I've pretty much covered them all, mostly Tesla, but I have covered quite a few. So if you have any out there, go ahead and list it in the comments. If you haven't smashed that like button yet, go ahead and hit that for me, as well as subscribing and hit the bell so you're notified of when the next videos drop. Again, this is J Money, following Ford Financial. Happy trading, happy investing, stay green. Cheers.